These cuts represent a new direction for Emory, but I am here to question what that direction is and to tell you that that direction is away from critical engagement with the community, away from critical engagement with the field of education. DES is one of the smaller divisions here. One thing that the administration could tell you is that there's only a handful of graduate students and a handful of faculty. But one thing that they won't tell you is that we might be small, but we're mighty. And we're mighty in ways that they cannot ignore. For example, the handful of faculty we have are nationally and internationally known. You literally cannot write about the field of evaluation, of citizenship education, of the history of Black education without citing our faculty here right now. One of our faculty members, Dr. Carol Hahn, not only is one of the eminent scholars on campus right now, also is one of the founding members of the Women's Studies division that has a different, longer name now that I don't completely know. But you understand. She was the founder of the Women's Studies department. She was a founder of the Women's Center, one of the first in the country. She has added real value to this campus. Now, all of these stories we've been told are just nice things to say, that when I tell them that when I decided on a graduate program, I knew that there was no other place in the country like this. I knew it. And here are some numbers that they can't ignore. Between 1980 and 2012, the students that have gone through DES, 84 have been white, representing 55%. 59 have been African American, that is 38% of our graduates. 6 have been Asian American, that's 3.9%, and 3. Those numbers aren't just numbers. You won't find those numbers anywhere else on campus. You won't find those numbers anywhere else in the country. Anywhere else in the country. It's been well documented that we are the #1 producer of Black PhDs in education in the country for 20 years. Woo! We have been at this. These cuts also represent a lack of commitment to our community. I talked about this drastically reduces our ability to bring services to our community. One of the services that the community is losing is TITUS. It stands for Teaching in the Urban South. This program was in its infancy, but even with only having a handful of graduate students and a handful of faculty, in the last year we have provided tutoring programs. We put on a conference that brought together administrators, educators, students, and teachers, all talking about public education in one place. As education people, we know that that doesn't happen anywhere else. We were really on the verge of revolutionizing the idea of university and community partnerships, because instead of prescribing to public education what we think they need, we asked them what they needed to support their students and make great scholars of the future, and we provided them those services, and those services are now going to be cut off. You won't see these programs elsewhere. You won't see these percentages elsewhere. Emory has been in a campaign for years to apologize and discuss about their racial sins of the past that all happened 150 years ago. Yes, that's important, and that should have a place on this campus, but what about the racial sins that you're doing now? You don't wait 150 years to fix this, and they don't want us to talk about it. They don't want us to put a big display in the library about it. So as you are hearing, as you're getting angry, send out your tweets, send out your Facebook messages and statuses, because that's what is really getting to them. They hate the bad press, and we need to keep pressing them. Thank you, everyone.